Good evening and welcome, America, from deep in the heart of Dixie to Tunes and Tales from the Woodshed. We're coming to you live from beautiful downtown Paris, Tennessee, home of the world's biggest fish fry. Produced by WTPR, West Tennessee Players Resource, and Keel Media Productions. Your hosts tonight are Tom Westhoven, Paul Holt-Grew. And here they are, folks, Tom Westhoven and Paul Holt-Grew.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Tunes and Tales from the Woodshed. We're glad to be back here for another hot day, humid day in Paris and Henry County. My name is Paul Holt-Grew, bringing you the tunes and tales that you love and enjoy. And my partner in crime over here is Mickey Daniel. Mickey Daniel from Waverly, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Tell us just a little about yourself, Mickey. That's enough. No, I'm just kidding.
Born and raised on the farm there in Humphreys County, and music's been in me most all my life, and it just started coming out pretty late in life, and I couldn't find nobody to pick music with around home, and I seen an ad for WTPR, and I asked if you had to be from Henry County to play, and they said no. So I come over here to play, and I full well enjoy it, and I have a great time when I come down here.
You do a good job for us. You're our production control assistant, or what's that?
I think they labeled it guest coordinator.
Coordinator, okay. And you've been on the show. You've been a guest, and you played the guitar, and did a great job for us.
I appreciate that.
And I'm glad you're sitting in with us tonight. And
thanks for having me.
Tonight we've got a couple. We've got NIKKI BOBO from Paris. She's been around here for a while and does a great job singing. And she's going to sing us a song tonight and tell us about what's going on with her. And Steve Stern from Nashville, I think originally from West Virginia, but he makes his home in Nashville now, around that area, at Anderson, or maybe Goodlettsville. That's close enough. But we'll get them on here in a little bit. We want to talk about some other stuff here first, get that out of the way. The Henry County Fair is coming up, probably in about, August? Middle of August?
August
10th. Think we're there 3 or 4 nights that week and playing music, and should have a great time. So y'all come out to the fair. And Foreman's Sports Bar and Grill out there on 79 North.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night we're playing, what time?
7 to 10, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be out there, so y'all come out and get some great food. There's some good food out there. And we got a songwriters round or something we got coming up in September. I think August or September. Which one?
I think it's in October, I believe.
October. So later on we'll get you some more information on that. But there's a songwriters gig, so if you want some more information on that, check out Facebook. And, of course, on Facebook, go to WTPR and sign up for the page. Sign up for our it's w.t.p.r. and West Tennessee Players Resource. Sign up for it and hit the little bell down there for the notification bell, and we'll tell you what's all going on in Paris and Henry County and with WTPR in general. Anything that's going on, we'll let you know.
And once you sign up on that, you're a member of WTPR, period. You're part of the family.
That's right.
As far as you got to go with it, you're there.
And we're right now, I think we're over 1,300 strong and counting. And we've got an email also that you can email us. And there's a couple of things you can do with this email. It's tunesandtaleslive@gmail.com. Drop us a line. You drop us a line, tell us how we're doing, or tell us what we're not doing wrong or whatever, and somebody's going to win a T-shirt. That's every week. We'll get somebody a WTPR T-shirt out, and don't forget that. And we have a giveaway that we're working on right now, and we're trying to give away a fiddle, and we're asking people to send us an email or just drop us a line on the WTPR.show@gmail.com. That's another email account we've got, and tell us why your child or cousin or nephew or neighbor needs this fiddle, and we're going to give it away. We're going to give it away to somebody. It's very nice. It's brand new. I don't think it's ever been rosined or anything. It doesn't have a good case to it, so you might have to buy a case for it. But I would buy a case for it if I got it.
No, I don't know anybody in here that plays a fiddle, so I don't think it's ever been played. So
I could probably hit a badminton with it, but that's about
that'd
it.
be about it.
Yeah, and I probably miss it. But anyway, send us those lines and get us to wtpr.show@gmail.com. Tell us, why you think your child needs this fiddle. And we're going to give it away. And I think we're going to give it away at the fair. I believe that's what we're going to do. We're aiming for that anyway. Someday on the while we're at the fair. So we also have a guitar we're giving away, and it's a very nice guitar. It's a Fender Squier?
Yeah.
Fender Squier, and it's new, and it's beautiful, and it's beautiful. We want to give that away too.
If it's the one I seen, I believe it's a Fender Squier Strat.
Fender
if I'm not
Squier Strat.
If I'm not mistaken.
Anyway, look it up. We got a picture of it on the Facebook site. So we do want to give that away too. So send us some lines and tell us what you think, and somebody's going to get it. So anyway, we've got some good guests here tonight, and we want to start this off with Ms. NIKKI BOBO. And NIKKI, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Now you're from originally. That's right. And those of you know, NIKKI's been around for a while, singing and doing a lot of stuff around Henry County. And
yes.
And you work in Henry County.
I do.
Yeah. Where do you work?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I work at Fletcher Dental during the day.
Right.
Front office there. I work at Blues Landing on the weekends and at nights, and I do music.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And have you written a lot of music?
No, not really. I just started into writing music within the last few years. So.
Okay.
So it's been a process for me, but I do enjoy writing.
Yeah.
So.
But you are in an active band situation right now?
Yes.
You're playing, and is that the After Dark Band?
Yes, the After Dark Band, and they're out of Memphis.
Out of Memphis.
So
Okay.
I saw them for the first time at the Breakers, and believe it or not, I saw them on stage, and I was like, oh my God, I want to play with them so bad. But I didn't know who they were. And sure enough, a week later, I was on stage playing with them. So,
Wow.
and been playing with them ever since. So,
That's great. That's great.
So, great guys.
Yep. They know what they're doing.
They do. Yeah. Very talented.
Yeah,
yes, absolutely.
And so are you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
So you're from Paris, Henry County. You went to school at Henry County High School?
I did.
Were you in the music, in the band or anything at the
I was
high
not.
School? You weren't?
No.
chorus or anything like that? You just naturally just started singing
in church.
In church?
That's it, in church.
Yeah.
And then another story, so I started working at Dr. Fletcher's office at Fletcher Dental.
Right.
And he was giving me my interview, and he said, and I heard that you can sing. And I said, well, I can. I swear he only hired me because I sing. Because sure enough, he had a band that he put together, the Tooth Throbs, and they were doing Noon on the Square.
Right.
And I was doing Noon on the Square a few months later with him. So
wow.
that was
cool.
actually my first time singing with the band was with them. So.
And you got the bug.
Yep, I got the bug.
Yeah,
I did. It was a nice experience. So
that's really cool. That's really cool. Now, the After Dark Band, they booked a lot out of town in Memphis, and
they do. They book that way, West Tennessee. They do casino things like that. I played with them in Memphis before, but I generally only join them when they come this way. So
okay, I see. All right.
Yep. So, and actually, they'll be back too. The 31st of July we'll be at Blues.
At Blues, 31st of July, folks. Yeah,
31st.
Yeah. I know you'll post that.
I will.
Yeah.
Probably every day until.
And if you would, post it on WTPR.
I sure will.
Are you a member yet?
Yes, I am.
All right, great.
I am, yes.
Great. So let us know what's going on because we want to know.
Absolutely, we'll do.
And don't they? I would suggest calling and getting a reservation for that night because when there's a good group, Blues fills up quick.
Mm-hmm. And they've got a band room. So you wouldn't know this unless you've been. They've got a band room, and then right next to the band room, right next to the band room, it's just another dining area. So those two rooms you can sit in and actually hear the band. But like you said, they fill up quick. So you'll want to call out there and reserve a table for sure, pretty early. So
I know you go to church with Kenneth Humphreys.
I do.
Kenneth's a friend of mine, and
Awesome.
he knows a little bit about music too, doesn't he?
He does. He was the madrigal teacher. He was for a long time.
Yes, he was.
Long
and he did a great
time.
job. We had a lot of famous madrigal groups over the years.
We have, yep.
Had some really good madrigal groups. Yeah.
Now, they were a group I would have loved to have joined in high school, but I just did not have the nerve.
Yeah.
Back then, I do now, ironically, but back then, oh no.
Yeah.
I would have loved to though, but no, I couldn't.
Now you have some kids, right?
I do.
Little girls?
I've got 2 boys and 2 girls. My boys are major in Princeton, and Princeton is actually named after Prince, the musician.
Yeah.
And then my girls are Corey Lee in Boston. So,
Okay. Yeah, I've seen their pictures.
my sweetie pies.
Yeah. They look like you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
do they like to sing and play?
Princeton is into music. My youngest, he's 7, and he actually plays the drums at my church. So
Okay.
he's in the ministry of music at church. The rest of them, they'll sing with me, but they're not really interested in music like that. So
Yeah. They kicked me out of church for playing the drums. we didn't have a
they
drum
kicked
set.
you out of church? Oh,
No.
You've had one or two songs released already.
I've got actually 1, 2, 3, 4.
I
4
was
released.
reading, the first one was in 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
After making it, I
Mhm.
mean, I know in the being in the studio, it's all just. But after, what was your feeling after it hit the radio? What did you think, and how did you feel after it hit? It was released.
Yeah, it was exciting, but I didn't want to get caught on that being released. I wanted, because I had to keep going. So it was very exciting. I felt accomplished. I wanted to do music my whole life. I've never had the nerve.
It
do
gave you the boost to look forward to your next one.
It
It
did.
did.
It absolutely did. And then the next one was, that's my baby. Smile was the next one, but yes.
Now, are they on the same kind of platform, or you can download them?
You can. They're
Where-
on all
how do
major
you get-
platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. You can also go to my Facebook page, just NIKKI BOBO. I've got an artist page, and then I have my personal page, and you can go to either one. So I've got music videos on there.
All
So-
right. Awesome. We'll check that out.
Yes, please do.
I know I saw you doing one song. I know you did the national anthem at the rodeo this past week.
I did.
How did you like that?
Loved it. That's another dream of mine. I'm crossing all these things off my bucket list at 32.
Yeah.
But I grew up wanting to sing the national anthem since I was in middle school, and they would let students sing the anthem for ball games. And I always wanted to do it, but I didn't have the nerve to do it. So I've kind of been practicing for a long time for it. So for it to finally happen, and that was a nice event for it to be my first time. That was
No jitters?
It was amazing. I did have jitters, and then then when I got there, I had to walk up 2 flights of steps, so I was out of breath.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, God, how am I going to sing? And I can't breathe right now. But I caught my breath, and it worked out. It did.
Stage fright. You ever have stage fright?
No.
You didn't?
No.
I figured everybody would be scared and run off stage when you come up in there.
Oh.
But mine, I did when I first started, and I started playing music out for people. I was a bass player, and I would always either stand and look at the drummer with the crowd out here, or the crowd to my back. I couldn't face the crowd.
Oh.
Till one Sunday in church, they asked me to lead singing, and then it was gone.
Oh, wow.
That was just
It's
that's just how it
How
happened.
some of that works, but
But yeah,
Man.
stage fright is a bummer.
It is.
So, Nikki, what do you got coming up? Anything in the foreseeable future that you're shooting for?
Yeah, I am. I've got, of course, July 31st again at Blues Landing with the band. That's coming up soon. I do have another song that I wrote and recorded in Chicago. So I'm getting ready to release that hopefully by the end of the summer. After that, I've got another show in October for my birthday. My birthday's in September, but we're doing a show in October with the band at Blues Landing. So
Okay.
I just want to
Now
Keep
the
working, keep
Chicago, is that a collaboration or is it just you?
Just me, and I was on Facebook creeping, and I came across a producer in Chicago that's worked with big names out of Chicago. Anybody that's big from Chicago, he's worked with him.
Yeah.
And I just sent him a message, and we started talking back and forth. He sent me some music, and I wrote a song to it. I was coming from Murfreesboro to Paris, and I wrote a song while I was in the car.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, we got to get you up here to record it." So
Yeah.
I took off work one day and drove up to Chicago and recorded it and came back.
Ain't that
So,
cool? That's cool. You ever done any work with El Rey?
with who?
With
No,
El
I
Rey?
haven't.
No?
Nope. I've not. I would like to though, but no,
Yeah.
I've not done any. He's a good
I got
a good
couple
artist
songs
too.
that I want him to put some beats behind. And he comes to the shop sometimes and then sits around and we do some of that stuff. And he's very creative.
He is.
Very creative.
He is very
Yeah.
creative. Yeah,
And
he's a good
he's
artist.
got people around him that creative.
Yeah.
And,
Paris is full of talent. It really
Absolutely.
is.
It really
Paris
is.
is full of talent.
It really is.
It is.
So what else you got going on? I mean,
Just
any
working.
aspirations of learning how to play anything or?
I just talked to somebody the other day about learning how to play the piano, and I made the mistake of saying I feel like I'm too old to learn, and they were like, "No, you're never too old to learn." So
yeah.
I might. And Princeton, my youngest, he's got about 3 keyboards at home. He's always been interested in music. He's like you at church, drumming on the back of this. He'd be on the pew like this, playing
Right.
the piano. So I bought him a few keyboards. I might try to pick that up.
Yeah.
You know,
It can
just
never
to
hurt.
have.
Never hurt.
Never could hurt.
Never hurt.
So just challenge myself even. So I would love to.
Now you when you're driving down the car driving down the road, who do you put in to listen to? Number one.
Believe it or not, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce. I love Beyonce. Second to Beyonce, though, is going to be country music, believe it or not.
Really?
Love country music.
I thought you were
that's
going to
what
say
I-
Guns N' Roses, but no.
No, that's who I grew up on, though.
Yeah.
Country in Paris. So I love country music. I practice the country music, listen to it,
So
sing
do
it.
you sing any country music?
Yeah, I do. I actually do Tennessee whiskey at shows.
Oh yeah.
I've started learning strawberry wine.
Yeah.
All kind of country music, though.
Oh, there's
All
lots
kinds.
of it.
Yeah, I love it too.
Lots of stuff that you could do well with.
Yeah, love country. So
So who's one of your favorite country singers? Don't tell me.
okay, you want to guess?
I want to guess. Martina.
I don't know too much of her music.
No. Leanne, I know.
Yep. Shania Twain.
Shania,
And it's all
well,
music
yeah,
from when I
everybody
was
likes
like younger, like in middle school, riding the bus to school.
Right?
They're my go-tos. Man, I feel like a woman.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You got anything, Mick?
Hmm?
We want to hear you
ready
sing.
to sing?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Always ready to sing.
Well, oh yeah, Smile.
Smile.
Is that one you wrote?
Yes, that's one that I wrote. And actually, neat story about Smile, because I told you I just started writing music within
Right.
the last few years. So I went home on my lunch break, and I had the beat. I bought it from somebody, and I wrote this song in 30 minutes. And I'm so proud of that, because I thought I would struggle writing songs. But it's just a very positive song. And the more people that it reaches, the more positive feedback I get. People say, like, they're having a bad day, or they've been depressed or just sad, down on their luck, and they hear that song, or they watch the video, and it puts them in a better place. So that means more than anything to me. More than that makes music, Like I feel like I found my purpose when I put Smile out and saw the reaction that it was getting, because I feel like that was my purpose, is to spread positivity and joy. So
Right. That's awesome. And is that on one of your releases on
it
Spotify?
is. Yep, that's on Spotify, Apple Music. The video is on YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
And now the video is, I love the video too, 'cause when I was planning it, I had just a vision of kids in my head.
Yeah.
So I invited all the kids in Paris to come to the park. I was like, I got a nice video shoot all of your kids can participate. I don't care who they are, what they look like, how old they are. I just want kids in the video.
Now,
and
how
it
long
turned
ago
out
was that?
nice. This was about going on 2 years ago.
I remember that.
Going on 2
Yeah.
years ago. So
Yeah,
and it was nice. It's filled with kids. Like, you can't help but to smile
Yeah.
watching, because kids bring joy. So
That is awesome.
unless
That
they're
is
somewhere getting on your nerves, then they don't. But
awesome. Now, what's the song you're going to sing for us?
I'm singing "Smile" today.
You're going to sing Smile?
I'm singing "Smile" today.
Okay. We won't have the video, but we'll have you. We'll have you smile.
You have to check out the video after. So.
And Mickey will be smiling.
Smile.
He's smiling now. All right, we're going to get you ready over there,
Okay.
and we're going to talk about something over here. Alan's Backwoods Grilling Sauce, and Alan Knowles makes this out here at off 79 East, and I think he does anyway, out of his house maybe. But anyway, this Backwoods Grilling Sauce is the #1 sauce in Henry County right now. Everybody loves it. Got the dancing pig on it, the pink one.
Did you eat it? It was a bottle.
It was
Did you
here.
eat it?
Yeah, I ate it.
Okay. We'll have to get another.
It's gone, but they can see the picture of it. He's
Yeah.
right there, and it's really good. And Alan Knowles will treat you right, and you can get that stuff out there at
Kenny's Meat Market.
Kenny's Meat Market. That's
Yep.
right, Kenny's Meat Market out there. You can buy all you want, and he'll sell you all you want.
They got
So,
some mighty fine grub out there too.
They do. They have some really good food out there. So anyway, we're going to get NIKKI ready, and this is NIKKI BOBO singing "Smile."
See? Told you it'd be stuck in your head.
It's live TV, folks.
While he's doing that, I do just want to say thank y'all again for having me. This has been great.
Oh yeah, we've enjoyed it.
Just smile, pick yourself up. Life's too short, be happy you're enough. Oh, just smile, pick yourself up. Life's too short, be happy you're enough. 'Cause it's a new day. All your problems, watch them away. 'Cause it's a new day. It's a new day. I know life can be crazy. Everything seems messed up lately. You just can't catch a break and feels like you're going insane. What if the world all on your shoulders? The day seems so much longer. It's in your mind, don't let it go. 'Cause baby, you better be strong. Just smile, pick yourself up. Life's too short, be happy you're enough. Oh, just smile, pick yourself up. Life's too short, be happy you're enough. 'Cause it's a new day. All your problems, watch them away. 'Cause it's a new day. It's a new day. Every day is a blessing. Don't spend your whole life stressing on what you cannot change. The sun comes after the rain. Hold on, be strong. Your struggles won't last long. Just know you're worth everything on this earth. Life's too short, be happy you're enough. Oh, just smile, pick yourself up. Life's too short, be happy you're enough. 'Cause it's a new day. All your problems, watch them away. 'Cause it's a new day. It's a new day. Just smile, pick yourself up. Life's too short, be happy you're enough. Oh, just smile. Life's too short, be happy you're enough. 'Cause it's a new day. All your problems, watch them away. 'Cause it's a new day. It's a new day. Smile for me. Won't you just smile for me? Oh, smile. won't you just smile for me? Smile for me. Won't you just smile for me? Oh, smile for me. Just smile.
Thank you, Nikki. We sure appreciate it. We sure appreciate it. Excellent. Check out that video and check her out on Spotify and was it Apple Music and all major platforms. All right.
Also,
we've got the
NIKKI BOBO on Facebook.
yeah.
And what was the music? She had a music page on Facebook as well.
I can't remember. Right now, EXP Realty. That's Jesse Joseph. And if you need anybody in line to sell a house or buy a house, you can contact Jesse Joseph with EXP Realty. And his number is 888-519-5113, extension 1290. And Jesse, he's one of our WTPR members, and he will be glad to help you. We haven't seen Jesse in a while. I know he's been busy going to school and getting his license and everything, but we sure hope we get to see Jesse here in the near future. But check out the EXP Realty. And
wasn't he at the Greystone with us?
He was at the Greystone with us back in a couple
years
months ago.
back.
May have been a year.
Yeah,
it may have been a year. But anyway, we've got we're giving away a T-shirt. We give away a T-shirt every time here. All you have to do is comment on the show, drop us a line. If you're watching us live, you can drop us a line live. You know, and we at Whole Crew Screen Print there on your screen right there, 731-642-3355. We're going to get you a T-shirt of your choice, WTPR or Tunes and Tales from the Woodshed. And all you have to do is tell us what your size is, and we'll get it to you if you win. So, but you can't win unless you drop a line. So, get us something to work with here. Sent one out to I think upstate New York a couple weeks ago. I believe that's right. Yep, I'm sure that was right. But yeah, we'll send it. I'll hand deliver it here in Paris. Just let me know. Our next guest is Steve Stern from Nashville and the Goodlettsville area, and he is a musician. He's a guitar player, singer, songwriter. And has been doing it for a while. And anyway, we're going to get him started on a couple songs here. What's your first one there, Steve?
I'm going to do Hallowed Ground. I wrote a bluegrass opry, and this is the title song. It's raining, rain is pouring down, and I'm driving in search of hallowed ground, thinking about the miles that I put on, remembering how the miles and years have gone. Driving north through Kentucky, through the mountains and the trees, I'd pay my last dollar to see what that hawk sees. Flying through the rain, homeward bound in search of hallowed ground. And I'm thinking, will wonders never cease? How you got to find some trouble before you find some peace? How your best intentions are worthless when you realize your mistakes, and love's a loser's gamble each time a true heart breaks. Getting on, getting over, or just getting by, You can reach that hallowed ground, you can learn to fly, flying through the rain, homeward bound in search of hallowed ground, in search of hallowed ground, in search of hallowed ground. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I wrote a bluegrass Opry, and pretty much all the songs that I have on my CD and that I perform are in that bluegrass Opry, and in just a matter of probably 20 to 50 years, I'm going to get that thing produced. I don't know. This song here, wrote this for my niece Amy when she was getting married to Jesse, and the family asked me to write a song for the wedding and gave me a bunch of information about 6 months before the gig, and I said, oh yeah, sure, I can write that, no problem. Well, 3 weeks before the wedding, I got zilch point, and it's getting kind of scary because they want a recording and they want to be able to play this dancing and all that. So I just thought, well, you know, I asked her mother, I said, who's her favorite artist? Who does she listen to the most? And at that time, it's about 10 years ago, it was Colby Calais, was a internet sensation. So I went on YouTube and found Colby Calais and listened to 3 Colby Calais songs, and then I wrote this song for Amy and Jesse. Warming up. When I met you, I was just a boy. When you met me, you were just a girl. We were young, but even then I knew I was going to spend my life with you. I knew, but you weren't ready. Years would pass till we went steady. You are worth the wait, worth the time, worth the nights going out of my mind, worth the pain, worth the hurt. Sometimes we'd fight, sometimes we'd flirt. One thing I know is true, it's worth waiting for you. When I met you, you were just a girl. When you met me, I was just a boy. We were young, just in our teens. Not children, not adults, in between, you knew. But you weren't ready. Years would pass till we went steady. You are worth the wait, worth the time, worth the nights going out of my mind, worth the hurt, worth the pain, worth the worry, worth the blame. One thing I know is true, it's worth waiting for you. True love lasts forever, and now we are dancing together, living proof that dreams come true. Dreams come true. Yes, they do. You are worth the wait, worth the time, worth the nights going out of my mind, worth the pain, worth the hurt. We'll still fight, we'll still flirt. One thing I know is true, it's worth waiting for you. Worth waiting for you. worth waiting for you. Worth waiting for you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, we've got to say a little bit about Kenny's Meat Market out here on 79 East. Alan Knowles out there, and they have some great meat for sale out there. And they do custom cooking, sandwiches, breakfast. I get breakfast out there every once in a while. It's great biscuits. They'll do biscuit, sausage, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese.
They got
do
a
real
real good fried bologna sandwich.
Oh yeah, and they'll do a full breakfast too. They'll do eggs and bacon and hash browns, whatever
Salad.
you want.
Like they'll do a
Biscuits and
salad.
gravy. Gosh, it's.
You're making me hungry.
But they cut meat and they do very good job at that. If you ever need some good steaks cut, go on out there. They have a wide selection of top quality meats.
Yep.
And Alan will take care of you.
Good
That
barbecue.
number-
Good
What?
barbecue too.
Oh yeah, great barbecue. That's 731-644-1123. That's 731-644-1123. That's out on the way to Henry out there on the right. Okay, Steve Stern. Man, that was some pretty good songs right there.
Thank you very much.
And you wrote both of those.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And you said you have an Opry going on, a bluegrass Opry.
I do. Yeah. I have my CD for sale, which has most of the songs on there. Pretty much all the songs are on there. And then I have a few more songs I've added here. But yeah, I've got everything written out, and I just need the time to pitch it. And I mean, it's pretty solid.
Yep.
It's like
now it's how many you got on there? What, 13, 10, 11?
11 songs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
11 songs.
Got some of
and,
the best players in town in Nashville on there.
it's
Just
called
amazing players.
Steam-powered Stern. Yeah, that's cool. And you say Opry like you mean it.
Like it's an opera.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's English.
So you say bluegrass. Are you could consider yourself a bluegrass musician?
I wish I could consider myself a bluegrass musician because they're about the best in the world as far as I'm concerned. I'm a hacker from way back. I'm a flat picker from West Virginia, and I'm a songwriter first, and I can play a little guitar. And I'm in love with guitars,
Right.
just like ridiculous. But I would say of course, Americana is where I would fall in it now, but I think I'm more personally like mountain music because from West Virginia and just the patterns that I gravitate to and stuff. And also a lot of my stuff goes back, seriously to spirituals and church music and stuff
So
like that.
you're
too.
just as comfortable doing this as you are sitting in with a Fralin banjo and a fiddle and
Absolutely. Rock and roll. I was in rock bands. I was in all kinds of bands when I was a kid. Yeah.
Cool. And I know you've played some with Mickey here. Some venues around where?
Well, Hendersonville and Highway
Huddersville.
48 South up there in Dixon at Mike Shipley's house.
right. Yep. I'll be there Sunday. He's got a thing going on Sunday.
That's why
I'm
I
just gonna
thought
try
it
and
was
get over there.
Sunday. I'll try to
Yeah.
get up there too.
Mickey's been Mickey's a songwriter, and he comes to our songwriter nights. I'm with the Tennessee Songwriters Association. So is Mickey,
Yeah.
and we put on really cool events, and songwriters helping songwriters, and I do host some songwriters nights, and it's up in the air right now because of COVID, and we're recovering, and we're getting some of the places back, some of the places we lost, and then there's some new venues too. So we'll be having some really cool TSAI. We call them around town, TSAI.
No, what's
town
CSAI?
events.
What is that?
Tennessee Songwriters Association International.
Okay.
And that is a group there's about 130 to 150 of us here in Nashville. And there are also auxiliary chapters, like I know there's Vegas and there's some other places overseas maybe. Okay. But, it's a really cool organization of, strictly songwriters working with other songwriters.
Okay. Now let's talk about how did you learn how to play guitar?
I started playing when I was young in West Virginia. I was taking lessons when I was 12, and then after about 2 years, I was past the lessons, so I just started playing on my own and learning, and then I started playing professionally when I was 15, and joined the Musicians Union in West Virginia when I was 15.
Okay.
The feller told me.
You read music?
Not much anymore. I used to.
Yeah.
I don't practice. I do number charts.
Right.
I mean,
The fella told me that's why the crime rate was so low in West Virginia and up in the mountains. Said you wouldn't have guns. You had every kid had a fiddle or a guitar or a
I'll tell you
banjo.
what,
in
everybody
their
I
hand.
grew up with in Fairmont, West Virginia, well, not everybody, but almost everybody, I'd just say 95% of my friends played an instrument, even if it was
Just the
doing
spoons
that,
or
something, spoons or something. I mean, several of us played guitars. We had some great jam sessions, and but actually the first band I played in, I was a black band. I was the only white person in the band, and we played funk music. And I was 15. We traveled all over West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. And I'd learn my licks and this is like 1970.
Oh yeah, yeah.
71. So I would learn the licks from the radio and from the albums.
Right.
And I played, note for note back then. And then, but I was always a country person. I just did that to make money.
Oh yeah.
15,
yeah.
we made $100 a night. And it was like I was like a pig in you know what. I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
geez, oh man. So, and I had a blast and learned a lot. And then, other bands after that.
So is the guitar the only instrument you play?
Pretty much. I'm not going to claim anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm a
Well,
hacker.
you're doing all right with what you got.
Oh, thanks.
I like your guitar. It's a Martin. What year is that?
It's about 20-year-old. That's a handmade vintage D28.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's got a lot of. It's my work guitar.
Okay.
It's got a lot of hours on it.
So in other words, you won't take $300 for it.
Nah,
Okay.
nah, that's okay.
We got that out of the way quick, didn't we?
Yeah, it's not for sale. I've had people offer me money for it.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not-
Yeah. 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 No,
It's
that's
my
probably
baby.
your baby.
It is my that and my dog. They're my
Yeah.
babies, right? They're my babies, my kids.
We talked about earlier. You said you have the largest car audio club.
Oh yeah. Okay. So my day job, when I moved to Nashville, I was in the consumer electronics business and always have been, and really into the car audio part of that kind of business. And just kind of turned out that me and some friends and some business associates basically developed car audio sports. I wasn't the original guy, but I was in on it and been on it for 40 years about. But we came up with car stereo contests for kids to come and get on the decibel meter of who's the loudest car. We've got the sound quality cars like riding around in a little pair of headphones. Oh, wow. It's like incredible, just some of the stuff you can hear that people build. And I've been to China twice. I've done so many shows in the Virgin Islands. I can't remember how many times I've been there, seriously. But we do a good job, and it's a family-oriented club for people that love car audio. And it's part of the consumer electronics industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do that.
Well, that's interesting. The largest in the world.
Yep. As far as we know, nobody's ever contested it. It's a pretty big club.
That's awesome.
It's pretty crazy, and there's really nothing else like it. It's really very unique.
What all is TSAI? What all the if we got coming up? What do they offer to somebody that's thinking about joining the TSAI?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you as best I can. I'm more of a lay member. I mean, I'm involved with the stuff and everything, but it's basically it's about $100 a year, and you have access to the other songwriters is the main thing, because it is a network of songwriters that are all working to help each other get better and get cuts, and co-write is a big thing. One of the biggest things is co-writing. We also do pitch nights. Now we're not pitching Garth Brooks and the big stars every week, but every now and then we get a shot, and we're looking at more proactive pitching and getting people involved, helping us pitch our member songs. But it's really cool. We have a database of member songs. So like you're a TSA member, you send in, let's say, 20 songs. You have 20 songs demoed, and they're ready to go, and they're pitchable. They go into the data bank, and then when you see a pitch coming up, notice comes email or something. You see pitches coming up, say it's male ballads. That's what they want. You have male ballads. You send our guy, Joe, okay, please put these on the list, and they'll get pitched to that person. You can actually watch it on Facebook Live and watch them actually listen to the song and accept or reject. And if they accept, they hit the bell. And then it doesn't mean it's going to get cut for sure, but it means they like it and they're going to consider it. So,
Right. That's pretty neat.
We do that.
pretty
That's really cool. Nobody else that I know does anything like that. It's
No,
really cool.
that to me it sounds like a fair deal.
It's
Yeah.
very fair. It's very
Not-
cool.
Not like unlike some of the others I've been to.
Well, I mean, everything's in perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, we're reaching out to the community of musicians and performers and saying, we've got some great songs here. There's other organizations too. We're not the only one, but we're credible and we are proactive.
Right.
And, the main thing I think, when I look at organizations and stuff, we don't do anything wrong or bad. Well, I mean, we might do something wrong, but we don't do anything bad. We don't have any mission statement to do anything bad. It's good stuff for songwriters to advance their careers and their craft.
I enjoy being a part of it, and
It's the best $100 I ever spent. In
Yeah.
my years of I've been in Nashville 28 years, and as far as putting money out for song pluggers or professional services, that $100 was the best $100 I ever spent.
I actually got to play at Opry Mills right there in the middle of the mall with that big round.
I was your sound
roundabout.
man.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes,
I
I do.
used to be the sound engineer.
And that
there.
was just,
Yeah.
I mean, that was just great. I love that.
Yeah, I set that up. We're not doing that right now because of the COVID, but we'll maybe get back at that. But yeah, that was one of the cooler things we had going on, especially around Christmas. Like all those people, thousands of people around the stage at Christmas. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That would. Wow. So what you got coming up?
Well, I'm working with the Rudder, which is a restaurant at the Anchorheim Arena in Hendersonville. We have 2 more shows coming up. We do the first Tuesdays every month during the nice months. So we have, I think the flyers are over there. I think we have August 2nd and September
August
7th.
August 3rd.
August 3rd and September 7th we have. So we have basically 4 songwriters an hour. Songwriters get 15 minutes each. And we have a 4-hour show. And we just get a bunch of people up there playing their songs. Most people do 3 or 4 songs. And it's just a nice place, great food, good drinks, nice bar. It's outside, so if the weather's nice, it's beautiful. We've got a nice outdoor stage.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much for sure what's coming up. I am working with Stu Phillips, who is a 50-year plus Grand Ole Opry member. And he is in Goodlettsville, and he has a venue that he's purchased, and we've done some work there before, but they had to close for COVID. Now we're getting ready to start back up again. But we should have TSAI around town nights there every Thursday. And I don't do the rounds. I do, you get up there, you've got, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, to show your stuff, so you can get a little momentum. And it's, rounds are cool, and it's a Nashville thing. But I'm really giving the songwriters an opportunity to perfect their entertainment skills. Right. Okay. And in a round, you get a little bit of that, but it's different when you're up there by yourself or your little duo or something for your 15 minutes of fame, But that works out well because people do need that. And not all songwriters are born entertainers. Definitely not all entertainers are born songwriters. So it's good to get people to, explore what they can do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to be getting to boot, right?
Well, it is for me. To me, it is a joyful thing because I'm working, I'm setting up the PA and doing the sound, and it's not hard stuff, and I've been doing it a long time.
Right.
But and I'm hosting and I'm organizing the stuff, but it really is a joyful thing because I see people like me. Yeah. And I'm a lot older than most, but they're living their dream or beginning to live that dream, and I can help with that. Sure. And it's not like it's any major thing on my part. It's just kind of natural, just kind of doing what we do. And
it's enjoyable.
Now, is that on at the Rudder?
Well, we have the Rudder. We have 2 more shows, and then that's it for the year, unless something happens. And then we hopefully we'll be starting up Stu Phillips's place. It's called the Stage Door in Goodlettsville. Okay. Hopefully within a month or so, we should hopefully starting that. Yeah.
Right. If you would, keep us informed on that on WTPR site.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I need to join the club, but I'm friends. We're friends.
Yeah, well, good.
And one other thing I'd like to just mention, an organization I work with that I believe in strongly, that I think all musicians that are entertainers, and especially if you can fit the bill, can really do something important, and it's called Music for Seniors. And Music for Seniors is a nonprofit organization that organizes, I think we have around 90 entertainers in the western or mid-Tennessee area. They go around to nursing homes, care facilities, Alzheimer's patients, things like that. we go out and we do performances for them at the site.
Yeah.
And it's just an amazing experience to share this with the people.
Exactly, and
some
they
places
really appreciate it.
They really appreciate
They really
it. Some of the people, just saying like, Alzheimer's or dementia patients, they're
Right.
barely there, but you start singing a song that they know and they come back a little bit.
Yeah.
And sometimes they come back a lot and they start singing with you.
Right.
And that, you can just start crying because
Right.
because especially when you've worked at the homes more than one time, you've been back a few times and you see the people, how they're progressing or digressing, and you really feel for them. But they eat it up.
I did
They
some of
just
that back
love
in the 90s, back when I wasn't in an active bluegrass band and not traveling around to do stuff. And we went to some nursing homes.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a banjo that is, to me, it's priceless. And I would never sell it for anything. But there was an old man in a wheelchair that just kept reaching out to it.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, one of the nurses said, he used to play banjo.
Right.
And I said, well, this thing weighs about 40 pounds, but I'm going to set it in his lap.
yeah.
And I set it in his lap, and it was just like he was holding a little baby. And next thing you know, he just started frailing that thing.
Uh-huh.
And it was amazing. Everything just came back to him just like.
That's awesome.
And they said he hadn't probably held one in 40 years. And that's amazing. That was amazing.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, what else we got, Mick? You got anything else you want to ask?
I was just gonna say thanks for the rudder and everything you do for TSAI, because you say it's fun for you, but you get the bunch of folks that these folks here, they're just normal people, but they wrote a song and they want to play it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a fellowship, a brotherhood, basically.
Absolutely.
And it's fun for us too. I mean,
it's great when you hear somebody that bring a new song and that song kicks ass.
Yeah,
Wow, I love that. I love that he did it or she did it. I know that person that's got talent, and that also helps you, because if they can do it, then you can do it.
Exactly.
And then we can do it. See, so it's really
it's a domino effect.
It is a very interconnected community.
Yes.
Absolutely. I also just mentioned I do have a little band, and we're available, and it's a string band, and got some really good players, and mostly originals, and we do a good many covers.
Yeah.
But like the band and a lot of country covers and a lot of bluegrass covers. So
Awesome.
we have a cool little band.
All
Little
right.
string
Name of the band?
The Steve Stern and the Goodies.
Okay.
They're the Goodies.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Steve Stern and the Goodies, folks.
For
Look for them around Henderson area or
Goodlettsville.
Nashville?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, Nashville, Goodlettsville. I mean, I'm playing in Franklin in a couple days. I mean, it just depends.
Yeah.
Just all over the place.
So you got a website or?
Yeah, SteveSternMusic.com. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm they got something screwy going on with it right now. I can't keep it up to date like I want, but I'll get it fixed. And the Facebook and all that other stuff too. Yeah.
All right. Sure. Well, that's cool.
You're gonna
Well, we're going to get you to play a couple more songs here.
Okay.
play us out with.
Yeah,
Doggy
when
style.
after you play the couple songs, we're gonna do a little bit of talking after that and
Okay.
say our goodbyes. We'd like for you to play us out, maybe with your dog song.
Not yet, but I do have the song for that.
You
though.
got one for?
I
Okay,
absolutely have
okay,
the
you
song
got
for
one
that.
for- okay.
Okay, cool.
All right,
Well, I
then.
appreciate that. I appreciate you all having me.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Yep. And we'll remind everybody about the Peace of Mind Healthcare Advocates. That's Gary Groomsboyd here in Paris. And she can be reached at 731-924-9249. And she does a great job with what she does. She does the like home health care and helps people, indigents, people who maybe need help that don't have family around close, and they can they go in there and take care of what they need to take care of medically, and let's say they maybe need to just washing clothes, and maybe help taking a bath or whatever. Gary is one of the sweetest persons that you'll ever meet, and she does a great job at this. And like I say, give her a call if you need anything like that. 731-924-9249. And ask for Gary Boyd. She's one of our members at the WTPR, and she's a sweetheart.
Multi-talented.
Yep.
Multi-talented.
Multi-talented. Plays a fiddle. No, she don't play a fiddle. She plays a
Bass,
piano,
bass.
bass, guitar, something else, saxophone. And she'll play a house cat, but it's hard to keep in tune.
And she plays on roller skates usually. She plays on roller skates when she plays.
Yeah, she plays on roller skates. Yeah, she does that. But anyway, okay, folks, we're going to get back to the music again. And we want to say thank you for being here, Steve. This is Steve Stern.
Thank you. Thank you all. Got two or three songs? Yeah, you tell me no. Okay. Just say it was good to share the stage with NIKKI. Appreciate you being here. And liked your stuff. I've got some songs for you. Of course I did. Well, this next song I'm going to do is a real personal song. There's no nice way to put it, but a couple years ago, my oldest son died from a fentanyl poisoning, and it was, of course, it's just horrible. But out of that came a song, and it's a hopeful song, and I think you'll get the message here pretty quick. The best thing I remember my grandpa ever doing was handing us the Bible by his bed. It was turned to Revelations, and he pointed to verse 21, and Grandpa looked me in the eye and said, he said, I'll meet you in heaven, this I guarantee. You'll know where to find me when it's time. Take care of each other and know that until then, I'll keep you in my heart and in my mind, and I'll meet you in heaven when it's time. As we dove into the Word every Sunday after supper, his teachings always lined up with the truth. Jesus said, come to me, and eternity is yours, and surely I'll be waiting there for you. He said, I'll meet you in heaven, this I guarantee. You'll know where to find me when it's time. Take care of each other and know that until then, I'll keep you in my heart and in my mind, and I'll meet you in heaven when it's time. We know that heaven is just around the bend. Grandpa and the Bible told us so. Thank God for salvation and every amen. I don't know when, but I know, yes I know, yes I know, yes I know that I'll meet you in heaven, this I'll guarantee. You'll know where to find me when it's time. Take care of each other and know that until then, I'll keep you in my heart and in my mind, and I'll meet you in heaven when it's time. Yes, I'll meet you in heaven when it's time. Meet you in heaven. Meet you in heaven. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I love that song. It's a bluegrass kind of country song, I guess, But Corey Lee Barker helped me finish that song. I appreciate that. So we're going to get a cut on that one somewhere, somehow. Yes, we are. Well, I wrote this one for my wife. And one thing about getting old, I just turned 67 last week on July 4th. One thing about getting old, when you're getting old and you're an entertainer, the people, they want to see young people entertaining. They don't necessarily want to see the old folks. And they definitely, I've found, don't really want to hear old folks singing love songs that get too mushy because it's weird, because they're old. You don't want to think about your grandparents kissing, or I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, this is a love song with a little bit of faith. In the beginning, God had a plan. First came a garden, then came a man. All was perfection, yet there was a need. Adam closed his eyes, and then there was Eve, and they had heaven on earth. All that was good. Down through the ages it's been understood that we'll all be tempted, and we know the cost. What can be gained and what can be lost. When we've got love, we've got heaven on earth. The love of a woman, the love of a man, the heart and the soul go hand in hand, keeping the promise for better or worse. Throughout the years, we've got something that's worth heaven on earth. All that is good. Down through the ages, it's been understood that we'll all be tempted, and we know the cost. What can be gained and what can be lost. When we've got love, we've got heaven on earth. Count your blessings and say your prayers. Follow your heart. We've got so much to share. With God above, we've got heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Thank you very much. Heaven on Earth, I co-wrote that with Darren Haston, a good friend of mine, and that one came out pretty good.
That was very nice. Very nice. Well, we sure appreciate you coming. Hang on tight there. We're going to let you play a little song on our way out. Next week, we got Bobby Keel, Mr. Bobby
Brother
Keel
Bobby
coming
Keel.
in. What can we tell us about Bobby Keel?
Oh, I'm sure you're aware of the song by Hank Williams Jr., Whiskey on Ice, Women on Fire. He was one of the writers in that. He's had Mama Tore Daddy's Playhouse Down Tonight by Merle Haggard. He's had hits by a lot of folks. He's what I call the godfather of songwriting in my book.
Wow. That ought to be a fun show.
I think he's a fun
That's
fella.
next week. Bobby Keel, there's a picture right there. And he kind of looks like Hulk Hogan. If we don't sing good enough, we'll just go a round or two.
You won't be disappointed.
All right. Well, that sounds great. All right. Why don't you play us on out of here, and we'll get the heck out of it. We appreciate everybody tuning in this week. We want to thank NIKKI BOBO for coming in and doing a beautiful song for us. And, and Mr. Steve Stern.
Good night.
Say good night, y'all.
Good night.
Thank y'all for coming. See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Here today, gone tomorrow. No time left to beg or borrow. No time for regrets, little time for sorrow. Here today, what about tomorrow? You live your life from day to day. You know your time is a short